talk about building the biggest radio telescope
En Puerto Rico
in
se
Puerto
identifica
Rico, there are identified three regions of geocondition: the mountainous interior,
los llanos
the flat
costeros
areas,
y el Carso
and the
norte,
northern areas,
caracterizado
characterized for
por
his
densos
towers
montes, sumideros
and
y una de las redes de capitales
and
fluviales
valleys.
más extensa
This is
del
one of the most
hemisferio.
extensive in the hemisphere.
Por
For
siglos, esta
centuries,
región cársica
this
fue
Karsic region
inaccesible, excepto
was
para algunos agricultores
good
aislados
for
que nunca
only
imaginaron que una
agriculture.
de las
They had never
aspiraciones más
imagined the most
ambiciosas de la
ambitious
ciencia
and science will
conectaría este
connect this
extraordinario paisaje con
extraordinary
planetas en rotación y
landscape
galaxias
of planets,
distantes.
rotation, and the galaxy. This is the principal plate. It's the lower area. They didn't have to spend a lot of money because it was sitting on top of three mountains. They didn't have to use any other areas. It was unique. The landscape was unique to this type of construction. If we have to study and understand this, we can start for the first thing that was built, which was the towers. If you look behind us, is the main tower, the base tower number two. So you can see it's back there, and I have to go over it every day. I can imagine when you guys went up there to buy the tickets, you seen the magnitude of the main tower. That's number four. Number eight, there's 265 feet, except that one. That one's a little shorter because it sits in a higher area, but they all at the same level. He has to keep it straight because if he bends the radio waves that will come out, they're not going to be good radio waves, and the engineer will have problems interpreting those signals. It weighs 900 tons, and what really supports it is the cables that are as you can see, the suspension cables. That's the small example of how the cables are attached. The cable weighs approximately 10 tons. This is an example of the cable. As you can see, that's the plate. The second that we can talk about is the platform itself. The first is the triangular base, and the circular one is called the circular aerial. And then you have the arm that makes that part move, and that's what the instruments that we utilize to measure frequencies and send signals to outer space. It used to be called the 430 antenna, and the movie and there's this has been featured in a few movies. Yeah, somebody it felt on the reflection and it bent some of the panels, and you had to pieces are especially made. There's more reflectors and more antenna. Unfortunately, this is not the biggest radio telescope now. It used to be. Is the one in China. China has built a bigger one, and they took over the first place over us. 38,738 plates combined to form this magnificent piece of engineering and architecture. Like I said before, this is not the biggest one in the world. It used to be, but China's bigger with more towers. And ours is still the most sensitive and the most important in the world because of its geolocation. This radio telescope is actually at this time is doing active experiments. we can send and receive, and the one in China can only receive. That's once it shoots the beam from the top area, it reflects on the plate, and it gets translated, as well as when we receive the signal reflect on the plate, and we process it. The processing center is located close to this area here. It's called the control room.